Legacy, 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 legacy. Black excellence, baby. You gon' let them see. Legacy, 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 legacy. Black excellency, baby, let them see.
You can introduce the book that I'm talking about, and then we can tap in right there.
Okay, I first want to say thank you, okay, for actually taking the time to read, and like I'm glad that resonated with you. But my book, I'm creating little creative copies. So my book is called Building Black Legacies. It's essentially an inspiration for minorities. I feel like we are the ones who need it the most. We have it the hardest out here, and then we make it hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up, and we give others so much of ourselves because that's just so much, like that's what we're used to. We're just so used to giving that, like, you know, receiving is just a blessing to us, like, you know, and we really count our blessings, and we take them in stride. And that's what this book is about, like, you know, just counting your blessings no matter what, no matter how hard life gets, and just believing in that. If nothing else, if you can't believe in yourself, believe in something higher than you, and let that be what keeps you going. And so that's essentially, like, you know, each chapter is a story within itself. I want to kind of introduce the chapters. The chapter that you read that from was called Crashing in the Flesh. And that is essentially, but you know, that verse you read, that script from chapter 1, just stop allowing others immediate access. You'll crash every time you do. That's crashing in the flesh. Like, we're allowing these fleshly things to intrude our mind and make us feel like we gotta give, and like pour out so much of ourselves, knowing that, like, you know, we're pretty smart people. You know, all of us have a learning capacity. We know right from wrong, and we know when something isn't serving us. So it's like, why keep giving the immediate access? And that's what, like, you know, that's how you fight the flesh. Like, that's what crashing in the flesh is. And then, like I said, go ahead.
I actually had a question pertaining to that. Like, what actually made you set out to even start this process for this book?
This book was really for me. I started writing this. I found this app. I'm gonna tell you the complete true story. I love like celebrities and stuff like that, and celebrity baby mamas, you know, typical, you know, teenager, well, young adults. And so I kind of like, I was on Twitter one day, and I was following Ari, and there's a lot of stories published on this app called Wattpad.
In my head, I was like, you said celebrity baby mamas, but you
right. I mean, it was a lot of people like at her, letting her know, like, you know, download Wattpad, read this about you, all this stuff. So I went up there, and I was like, okay, I made me a profile, and I was like, I'm gonna start writing. Like, I read a lot of people's work. I still follow a lot of great people up there. But I said, you know, I'm gonna start writing. And so, like, each chapter, like I said, it's a story within itself because it's what I was going through. And this whole first chapter came from like my Instagram blogs. Like, you know, I started writing as a blogger on Instagram. And I put all that work together and made it crash in the flesh, because that's what I felt like I was going through. Every time I write, I'm kind of like going through something. It's journaling for me, but I write in a way that it's almost like a story, like, you know, it's a narration. And so that's